Alright guys, so welcome back to Gamer Today. I promised you guys a video on the Getaway, how to beat it and how is the easiest way to get this done. Because a lot of you guys don't like the game mode. Honestly, my opinion has actually changed on the game mode. I think it's actually a lot of fun now that I've figured out a secret to success. There's actually a few different secrets to success, but I've seen a lot of other YouTubers make BS videos, so I didn't look at any more of them because I saw them, they were pointless. I promise you guys in this video, if you follow my instructions, you will have your win. You'll have a diamond crystal llama before the event is gone, I promise. You'll have everything you guys want in this video as long as you follow my advice. Anyways guys, let's get on with the show. First off, let's talk about where we need to land in this mode. Salty Springs is absolutely the best place to land, and the reason for it is there's two different places these vaults will land nearby. Now they're not going to be exactly nearby, but they're going to have to go through Salty to get to you. So that'll give you a vantage point. You choose which vault you're looking for, and that'll give you an idea where they're going to be. From that point on, now you know where you need to be, depending on if you choose the vault to the left or the right of Salty Spring. And it's super easy to understand. From that point on, they're always going to go the same exact way. So you'll always run into them as long as you follow this strategy. Alright guys, so when talking about the vaults in the Getaway, on the left hand side they can either spawn anywhere from Frosty Flights, Happy Hamlet, Lucky Landing, or right here in the middle where, I don't know what this place used to be called, but the lake over that's frozen. You guys know this place, I can't remember what it was called. Anyway, that's the only places it can land on the left hand side, on the bottom half of the equator here. Now we're not talking about the north side because this stuff is for peasants. All this right here, this is where you want to get killed at. This is for peasants, all very, very good players. Anyway, but we're talking about easiest ways, right? So left side, those are the only places it can land. Frosty Flights, Happy Hamlet, the lake, or Lucky Landing. That's guaranteed the only places it can land. Now speaking of this, we know that for any one of these people to go anywhere, they have to go towards Dusty Divot. All the vans always go by Dusty Divot. So if we know that, keep it in mind if it goes from Frosty Flight, Happy Hamlet, or Lucky Landing, they are going to have to go right here. If they go from the lake now, on the other hand, which is very uncommon, but it does happen, you want to go right here by Shifty Shafts. But for the most part, you're going to want to go right here to this little island outside of Salty, and it's super easy to get to. Right here next to Happy Hamlet, Lucky Landing, and if they're going from Frosty Flights or even near Polar Peak, they're going to go right here. Sometimes it can land in between Frosty Flights and Polar Peak, so you want to keep in mind no matter what, they have to go to Dusty Divot. If you're right here, you will see them pass through up here, which means you'll have to turn over this way. And of course they're going to be invisible on the map, so do keep that in mind. But they also could go this way, and either way, you're already there. They're coming from Lucky Landing, they're going to avoid Fatal Fields because they're not that stupid, and they're going to go right to you. And if it's over here, they're guaranteed to go right to you as well. No matter what you do, as long as you take this island right here on the bottom equator, you are pretty much in good hands. The only exception to this, again, is the lake. If it goes to the lake, then you want to go right here next to Shifty and take the high ground right there. That's the easiest way because they need to go over here. And in that case, most of the time, the vans actually shift over here. So you'll have a van here and a van here if it lands over here. But what if you guys want to go to the vault on the right-hand side of the map? Well, it can land in Paradise Palms, can land by the truck stop, could land in between the truck stop and Little Mexico over here, and that's somewhat common, or can sometimes land even over here, but most of the time it'll either land racetrack in the middle of the course or over here as well. So keeping that in mind, or Paradise Palms. But most of the time I've been noticing Paradise Palms over the racetrack recently. I want to tell you guys, the vantage point here is either right there at the bridge or slightly farther away, something like right here on the island. Either way you go, no matter how it goes down over here, the island is always going to be your best bet, because those vans are going to be spawning around Dusty Divot, guys. And if it's spawning right here by Paradise, they're going to either have to go to the bridge, which is guaranteed, or if it's at the racetrack, they're guaranteed going to have to go by Retail Row. They're going to avoid Retail Row and come right to you on the island. So you guys want to keep this in mind. Most of the vans are going to be over here. And when this does spawn by racetrack, generally there's 3 vans over here. So that means they are guaranteed to come to you. I promise it. And knowing this, we start our game in Salty Springs, we know that there's 2 different vantage points depending on which safe you decide to go for, or vault. So the idea is pretty straightforward. You wait for them to come to you. You get your loot early game, get the things that you think you're going to need, and then basically meet them where they're going to be. I see a lot of people trying to go for the vault early game. It's a horrible idea, guys. It takes about 20 seconds to open the vault. That's 20 seconds of being exposed, which means you can easily get shot down or get killed. The second main reason you want to start your game in Salty Springs is basically this time tons of loot there. And on top of that, you need a lot of material for this mode. You need at least 500 wood, 100 brick, and 100 metal to be safe. Honestly, you really do. With this strategy in mind, it's so easy to get to the llama, and after that, you don't want to find out you don't have enough materials for the boss. It's possible that you're going to get into a big epic fight at the end of the game before you get to the boss, so you need to make sure that you have materials to protect yourself and your team as well as build up to the boss. It's a big problem, so you really need to make sure you have at least about that much in your inventory at all times. A little fluctuation here and there on the numbers ain't a big deal. However, there is one easier way of doing it, but it's not guaranteed because you'll never know if you're going to get this item. If you can find a balloon, you can get to that boss even easier. As long as you have a balloon and a little bit of materials, you can actually zoom up and sneak by everyone and get to the goddamn boss before anyone else sees you. And then you can just jump on the boss. I did it myself. It was a huge battle. Obviously, I killed a few people beforehand, but once I did, I got right to the boss with using a balloon. I kind of ran out of materials and I was having a hard time building, so someone just said, hey, I have a couple extra balloons left. I'm like, yeah! I took the balloons, rode it all the way up, and yes, you can get in the boss just using a balloon. So if you guys find balloons, that's the easiest guaranteed way out of all this. Still start at Salty Springs though, but I'm saying out of all this, once you have the llama, it's so easy with balloons. As long as you use 3 balloons, get up there and drop 1 balloon, and then you can easily get to the back of the van. Just so you get enough height, and then just open it. It only takes, what is it? I think 2 seconds of holding the button down to get in the boss. So that's not very long at all. So you could do that easily with a balloon. Just make sure you have 3 balloons to get to the right height, drop 1 balloon off, and then you'll have 2 balloons, and then you should just be able to hold the button down and get in the boss. And your team is won! But yeah, guys, it's that simple, it's that easy. If you guys have any more questions, leave them in the comment section down below. I'll try to answer as many as I can for you guys. But if this video does help you guys, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel, and it'll help get this video out there. Make sure to tell your friends. This will help you guys get through this game mode. I know a lot of you guys don't like the game mode, but you guys want the free stuff. You either want the crowbar or you want these llamas. And if you want the llamas, this is the perfect video for you, because this is going to get you done. In the beginning, I had a hard time too. I at least spent 6 hours and didn't even get close to a win. I was super frustrated, but then I figured out this strategy, and it worked every time like a charm. As long as my team listened to me, everything went smoothly and things went well. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna leave you with that. Until next time, this has been Gamer Today. Watch this clip of me using the balloon to actually get the win. This is hilarious. Got it. Oh my God. You guys are gonna be in a YouTube video. Have fun, guys, with that. GamerToday at youtube.com. Alright. And by doing this strategy, I've unlocked all of the things I wanted, besides the loading screen, because I really don't care about the loading screen, but I've unlocked all the stuff that's worth unlocking for me. So you guys can see right there, all the llamas, all the crowbar, the cash flow, the spray paint, all the stuff that really matters.